Good evening, students. Welcome to the today online classes. So today class is fourth hour. So today we are in class number 4. Okay. Now we are going to cover as per your syllabus already given to you in the beginning itself. Okay. Totally the entire module we are divided into 10 parts. So okay, 10 topics. Now under that the topic 3 you have to know. See, every day before going to start this subject, you have to be keep this syllabus along with you. Now today which subject, which topic we are going to discuss, those things are very essential for you. Okay. Now this is a topic number 3. Now this will gives an idea on dry weather and wet weather flow. The flow means the discharge. See, as in today we are studied introduction, need for sanitation, why it is required, importance and all, and the terminologies we are used in this subject, that is sewage, sewage, sullage, sewer, and then sewerage, bacteria, industrial wastewater, etc. etc. We are studied under terminology. Next topic was studied sewage disposal and types of sewerage systems. See, we have studied all these things. Now we have to go for, see, now the pipelines, sewerage systems, everything is over, but the quantity of sewage generating in a society is very important. Now that is called what you call dry weather flow and wet weather flow. What is the meaning of dry weather flow? See, other than the rainy season, remember it, pre monsoon and post monsoon. So during monsoon, the water, whatever it is coming, that is called storm water. That storm water means due to runoff. Please remember these words. Okay, that is called wet weather flow. The storm water or storm sewage. Okay, because it is a runoff, it contains lot of impurities. Now this is also goes to the pipeline where you are going to provide, that is the sewers. Now the first one is dry weather flow. This dry weather flow means the wastewater which is generating in a society. See, society means residential area. Okay, this is called municipal wastewater. Okay, it is one part of a municipal wastewater. See, this is called DWF and WWF. Remember it, dry weather flow and wet weather flow. The total quantity of sewage which is entering into the treatment plant through the sewer lines, that is called a Q. The Q1 is a DWF, Q2 is the what you call WWF. See, this is a sum of these two. The sum of these two is gives the total quantity of sewage. Now, in order to find out a suitable size of the sewer, it is very much necessary. That is, the sewer means size means what actually? The diameter. The diameter means, see, this is a size for the sewer. It is necessary to determine the quantity of sewage that will flow through the sewer line, because diameter is with respect to discharge. Already we have discussed Q is equal to A into V. See, what is Q? Q is the quantity of water, that is a discharge flowing in the sewer line, okay, in the pipeline. A is the area of cross section. See, and then AV, V is the velocity of flow. Velocity means what actually? Distance traveled with respect to time taken. The length, that is the distance with respect to time t. Okay, if you use this equation, you can identify very easily Q we know, okay, and then V velocity we know. Only area of cross section is a circular pipeline, so that pi d square by 4, so that d is unknown, we can able to determine the diameter, or that is called a size of the sewer we can determine. But one by one parameter you have to determine. Okay, that is the first today. This is a dry weather flow and a wet weather flow. Total Q passing through a pipeline you have to determine. But let us study about DWF and WWF one by one. Okay, the sewage consists of the following two categories. The following two categories. Number one is dry weather flow, that is called Q1. We are giving Q1, but not is given in the textbooks or anywhere. Okay, just for simplification I am given as, I will call it this Q1. Next, wet weather flow means this is a storm water or storm sewage. This is Q2. Q1 and Q2 is equal to quantity of sewage is to be determined. Q you have to determine. Okay. See, in this chapter we are going to study about what is Q1, what is Q2. Okay. Now the first one by one we will take. Okay. Dry weather flow. Dry weather flow means DWF. Again, it consists of two types of sewage. So dry weather flow means in 24 hours, 365 days, you are getting this flow in the drainage because it is community waste. Purely it is coming from community, municipal wastewater. It is not a rainwater. See, it is a wet weather flow. We are not considering, only talking about DWF. It consists of two types of sewage. One is domestic sewage, that is purely the residential areas. This is also called sanitary sewage or municipal wastewater. Remember it. Okay. Now number two is industrial wastewater. See, we are actually classified into two types of sewage. One is a domestic sewage, another one is a industrial wastewater. See, now let us go to one by one. See, the DWF, how to determine this DWF? The quantity of DWF, okay, this quantity of DWF, that is a dry weather flow, can be determined by using the following, what you call, by considering the following four factors. Remember it. That to determine the DWF, you have to know these factors which are affecting. So, okay, this is very, very important, basic things. If you know perfectly about this chapter, this topic, in future it will become very easy for the second model, third model, like this. Here in the first model, you are going to only study on quantity and determination and sewer designs. Okay, only quantity. Now, here the four factors you are going to consider, right? See, number one is infiltration and exfiltration. This is the first factor. Next one is nature of industries. Next is the population. Next, rate of water supply. See, these are the four factors which are affecting the generation of DWF. Okay, remember it. Let us study one by one. See, what is infiltration, what is exfiltration. Okay, see, but the topic, on this topic particularly, they are going to ask a question. See, how do you determine the quantity of sewage? See, this is very, very important question for VTU. See, whatever I am telling, it is purely concerned to syllabus. Without syllabus on your hand, you compulsory with you. See, just one page you can separate, xerox it or print out, you can take. Already I have given in the very first class. That syllabus copy, you keep it with you, only module number one. Okay. See, now this is can be determined. How do you calculate or determine the quantity of dry weather flow? Only dry weather flow. Now otherwise they will ask like this. How to determine? By using these three, that is the four factors. Now what are the factors to be considered to determine the DWF? That is also very, very important. Either this or this question will be asking for 10 marks. Remember it. Your marks is in the examination, out of that is 60 marks. Okay, 40 is internal. Out of 60 marks, they are going to ask for 100 marks. 100 marks for 5 modules, 20, that is a 40 marks question from each module you will get. Remember it. Any one question, full question you have to answer in the examination. 20 into 5 modules is equal to 100 marks. Please be careful. This is one of the toughest subject in your lifetime, that is in engineering period. Because why I am telling, this is a wastewater. This is so that if you clearly understand, it is the easiest subject among all subjects, because all the chapters are having design. Design means there is no code books. See, that is, everything is logically, you have to assume the parameters to be designed based on your knowledge and experience, common sense. Remember it. Okay. See, now let us start study with this infiltration and exfiltration. Number one, what is infiltration and exfiltration? See, these two figures are indicating the explanation about infiltration and exfiltration. Before that, we'll go for what is infiltration, the study on infiltration. Okay, what is infiltration? The water which is entering into the pipeline. See, that is a sewer line. See, observe here, this is a sewer line. See, this is a sewer line, this is a pipeline. Okay, see, this is a joint. See, here the flow, some amount of flow, the flow of what you call, this is a Q, that is a flow. Okay, now this is a pipeline laid below the ground level. Okay, this is below the ground level. It is having a separate slope. See, all the wastewater which is passing through this, okay, this is by gravity only. There is no pumping. Remember it. Any wastewater in a society we should flow by gravity only. Please keep it in mind. But there is no head for this. Only by slope, 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 slope. Okay, you have to remember. Otherwise, because in drinking water we are having a overhead tank, right? From that we will get the water because sufficient head is available. We will get in all the corners. The pipes are going bending and towards, many turnings are there. Pipelines. See, pipelines in your building, that is a separate network. Okay, each and every room or bathroom or washroom, wash basin, kitchen, everything there is having one network. But in wastewater it is not like that. The entire water, that is a wastewater, that is a water used by the different activities of a house, it will go into a single pipeline. Remember it. All the wastewater which is generating in a house, it will be coming out in a single pipeline. You observe here, already we know that one is sewage. Sewage from toilets, not bathroom, toilets, urinals, those things. That is a sewage. But the sullage is what you call the washed water which is coming from kitchen, bathroom, wash basins or floor washing. Like this, the water, whatever it is generating in your house, that will be separate pipeline. It will go to the open drainage. But here, for the design of what you call sewers, design of sewers, we are going to consider the total water which is generating, wastewater generating in your house. That will be entering into your pipeline. Okay, see, now observe here, the pipelines are having a number of joints. Okay, through these joints, there is a chances of that is a wastewater coming outside, and there is a chances of water going inside. You observe here, this is through the joint, this wastewater, that is a sewage, is going outside. See this here, this going, coming inside to the pipeline. Okay, see, now observe here, the water which is entering into the pipeline is called infiltration. Clear? See, this is called infiltration. See, that is additional of extra water into the pipeline. It will increases the discharge, extra discharge other than your water supply. Please note down this sentence. Okay, now the second one is what actually this is outcoming from the joints. Okay, these two are, one is infiltration going inside, this is exfiltration coming outside. See, coming outside means there is a minus. This is called reduction in the quantity of sewage. Remember these two. Very, very, very important in almost all the VTU question papers. These questions will arise. What is the distinguish between infiltration and exfiltration? What is the meaning of infiltration and exfiltration? See, you have to write this small sketch. They won't ask, but you have to write these two sketches. Okay, from the ground. And this one is infiltration when it will occur, exfiltration when it will occur. Let us discuss those points. So infiltration means leakage of water. See, this is a leakage of water from the surrounding ground into the sewers. Got it? That is a water table. Wherever the water table is higher level, automatically that water is go inside the, that will go inside the, what you call, the pipe. Wherever the water table is near, automatically what happens, that water is entering into this, in coastal regions or in particularly marshy areas where the water table is high, near to the ground. Okay, see, in Belgaum also the water table is very, very high level, because open wells in each and every house in Belgaum city, all are having open wells in old Belgaum city. Now new Belgaum city, they are going for a bore well. Please remember these words. We are having more than 2000 to 3000 or 5000 open wells which are using in each houses in your, what you call, in Belgaum city. Observe here. See, then this additional water will add into your, what you call, sewer line. The sewer lines means pipelines. You have to design in such a way that these factors are to be considered. Okay, now let us come to exfiltration. Exfiltration means what actually? Leakage of sewage from the sewers. Sewers means pipelines into the ground surrounding the sewer. Okay, leakage of sewage which is flowing already in the pipeline through the joints, there is a leakage and that water will be coming outside, because sewer lines means pipelines. It is not a small distance, because in Belgaum, for example, a city or a town, how many roads? On the roads itself, left side, right side, one is water supply distribution pipeline, other is the second one is, that is the left side of the road, that is their shoulders. Open drainage is there as usual, but on the road itself, right side and left side, one side is meant for water supply, main pipeline is passing through that, and another side is what you call the sewer lines. There are many manholes provided in between that. Have you observed in the roadside, there is a concrete road also, particularly they are left a particular gap for the what you call manholes. See, now here we have to consider all these things, because in this chapter you have to study so many things. Okay, let us see, that is a general knowledge. You have to know. See, observe here, any civil engineer, first basically you must know what is water and what is wastewater. Understand? See, without water you cannot construct a house. See, first of all, to purchase a land for your house, understood, land means site, you have to see that there is water supply. First question is water. See, okay, see that water supply in that area, because your land is very small, 30 by 40 or 1 gunta or something, whatever it is, 40 60 or something. In that land, if there is no water, means why you are going to, there is no question of purchasing that area. Remember it. See, these are very, very important. Any water source is very, very important before constructing a house. See, even you are taking a rent, okay, for rental purpose also, what is first question? The madam or the housewife or a mother, okay, she will ask water supply. First question is water supply, and to see that house is fit for our comfortable, that means our convenient or not. I want to see means the rented house. The visiting is the first visiting to the kitchen, bathroom, toilets, whether they are in good condition, because hall, room, etc., that is only everywhere it is common, but these things are very, very, very important. Water supply, how you are getting water supply, all the questions, whether 24 hours you are getting water or throughout the year, throughout the month, only part time you are getting, how to store that water, storage tank is there, and municipal water supply, whether it is coming weekly once or daily once or daily twice, everything we are going to consider. Otherwise nobody will take a rent house. See, these are general knowledge we required compulsory in this subject. See, water is one face of a coin, another face is wastewater. See, both are very, very important. See, water if you supply, then only you will give wastewater. Understand? This wastewater you have to treat it. We cannot dispose directly the raw wastewater. Remember it. So this municipal wastewater, we need of a treatment plant. Compulsory. All the water you have to collect. See, sewerage system we have discussed. What is sewerage system? Collection, transportation, that is a conveyance. Okay. Afterwards, treatment and safe disposal. Remember it lifelong. These four terms. Collection of sewage, conveyance means transportation, treatment means treatment of wastewater, afterwards safe disposal. Already you have studied a disposal. What are those disposal methods? One is a dilution method, another one is on land disposal. See, that is a dilution means into the water body, the disposal into the water body. We cannot dispose directly the raw water into this, because fresh water body there, okay, there we, their freshwater body, you are disposing the huge sewage into that. Sewage consists of not only the organic matter, remember it, it consists of pathogenic bacteria, the human intestine, full of that only. From the digestive system, the human waste which is coming to the toilet, you are flush out doing, no, that water will come to the drainage. That sewer line, sewers are carrying the sewage generating from a house. See, I am telling again and again, you should not forget about these what you call terms. Now, what is infiltration? What is the difference between these two? Exfiltration means what? Coming outside. Infiltration means going inside. One is minus, see, another one is a plus. One is addition, other one is a reduction of sewage. Okay. Now let us discuss, because there is a question on this. Compulsory there is a question. So this question, what is that question? which one is best, that is going to be asked along with these two. Infiltration is better or exfiltration is better? Just think it yourself. Infiltration means coming inside. See, that is the water surrounding by the sewer line, surrounded by the sewer line. That water is it is entering, but leakage is from the joint. The sewage, the wastewater is coming from the joints, and it will go to the what you call outside. Outside means the surrounding area. It will that what you call that groundwater becomes polluted. Now, the first point you have to remember it. See, both are undesirable. One is addition, other is a what you call reduction of wastewater. Because you are designing a treatment plant, addition means again additional what you call factors to be considered. How much it is additional load on the treatment plant. So you observe here, your house is built with 2 bedrooms. Suppose any guest will come, means what to do? You are already having 5 members in your house, parents plus one more pair, or 3 members, brothers or sisters, etc. Okay, if guests are coming into this, then it's a very big problem. Then what to do? You are leaving your place, and there your academic accommodation, that is what you are giving facility or providing facility to your area, right? But in sewer lines it is not possible. Addition of water is excess load. Then the treatment plant, you have to estimate how much rainwater, that is what you call this, how much water entering into the pipeline. That is very important. See, these things will be decided, of course. Opposite is deduction, means how much it is reduced. See, that is why before designing a sewer line, that is the diameter of the pipeline, you must know all these things. Okay, only thing is quantity of water entering into the pipeline. Quantity means what? Actually Q. Q is equal to what? Q1 plus Q2. Sum of these two, because one is a particularly rainy season. Storm water will generate only in the rainy season. Please remember, see, the notes is different, knowledge is different. Try to understand this, what we are studying. We can take 1 more hour extra, no problem. I won't go faster than this, because I want to explain. You have to become a perfect, okay, the engineer, particularly this is called sanitary engineer. Today there is a lot of scope, huge scope, particularly for waste management. This is a wastewater. See, crores together of money, lifelong. You have to maintain, you have to spend. See, so the civil engineering works are never stops. See, that is why they have large scope for this, because you are paying for it. Water tax, house tax, road tax in front of your house, drainage cleaning. See, solid waste collection from house to house, and where they have to dispose. See, lot of investment is in, that is our money only. See, other things I am not talking, only the sanitation. See how, otherwise you cannot walk on the roadside. One day your solid waste means, that is in your house. Solid waste means what? The waste which is other than your human waste. Remember it. In kitchen, the huge amount of vegetable waste, fruit waste, food waste, like this varieties of waste we are throwing out through some carry bag. You are seen on roadside. See, there is a big container. The corporation people will come daily and collect that solid waste, and they are disposing properly. See, this is a management. This is called solid waste management. Huge amount of investment on this. See, okay, the in the corporation or in a city, see how the income will generate, your money it is. Remember it, how much you are paying the tax, water tax, see, and solid waste collections, and systems are there. According to that, we are living in a city. Okay, the solid waste management itself, do you know collection cost, how many vehicles are required, how many wards in Belgaum city, do you know? It is more than 55, 58 wards. Each ward having different population. See the pipelines, how much length it is, how many manuals are required, how much drainage pipeline diameter. See, observe here, this diameter of the pipeline. One thing I am telling, very fact it is. See, the diameter of the pipeline from your house, the disposal, that is the wastewater pipeline. It is a smaller in dia. Okay. Gradually, what happens? First house, second house, third house, like this. This discharge is gone accumulating. This is collection. Collection is very important. Okay, so that this water will start moving. The discharge quantities goes on increases. Then what to do? You have to increase the diameter. Remember it. Starting point is a smaller size, and gradually the size of the pipeline is goes on increases. The diameter, not the length is same, we cannot decrease. Okay, now the diameter is goes on increases. The finally it will collect from all the wards. see located in the city, all the waters, entire water is going to start entering into the sewage treatment plant. Usually this water will flow by gravity only. Please remember all these things. Points note down. Okay. This water, that is wastewater, it before reaching to that sewage treatment plant, entire flow is by gravity only. There is no pumping. That is why please provide a proper slope without struck. If there is a small struck anywhere, means what happens? The wastewater will be overflowing through the manhole, and people cannot walk in that area. It is very difficult task. If there is no nuisance in that area, means the wastewater flow is very comfortable. We are under comfortable zone, because otherwise the diseases, flying of nuisance, that what you call flies and house fly and mosquitoes breeding, etc., etc. Almost all the diseases are coming from waterborne only. Fresh water problem is another side. This a wastewater problem is another side. That is why you have to think yourself to decide a proper sanitation sewer lines. That is what you call to treat properly, collection properly from the particular sources, where it will start from upper end to the lower end. See, totally the sewage treatment plant capacity of to design with respect to this quantity of sewage. The quantity of sewage is very, very important. That is why the population is very, very important. See, the quantity of sewage is, you are studied today, what you call dry weather flow. That is a Q1 you have to consider. How to determine the Q1 and how to determine this Q2. Both are different. After adding these two, this is called combined flow. Combined flow. That is why the sewerage systems are three types. Number one is combined sewerage system. The sewage Q1 and Q2 both are clubbed together and passing through a single pipeline. This is called combined sewerage system. Last class we have studied all these things. Remember it. Please go through the previous class notes. Whenever you are free, open the video. Night time, don't sleep and don't see other videos. Please see into this. Okay. If you provide Q1 and Q2 separately, then it is called separate sewerage system. Now you are understanding so beautifully what is the difference between combined sewerage system and separate sewerage system. You can write any number of points. What is the difference between these two and what is the benefits? That is called merits and demerits. Everything you know. See, one is combined sewerage system, other one is separate sewerage system. One is a combined sewerage system, another one is separate sewerage system. One is Q1, other one is a Q2. Okay. These two you have to design. That means you have to consider these two discharge, and finally you have to go for designing what you call the sewer line. The size of the sewer will be decided depending upon these two conditions. One is full time, it is 365 days you will get a dry weather flow, but only the wet weather flow is in seasonal wise. This is a rainfall, it is a storm water, remember it. Okay. See, all these things we have discussed, and both are undesirable already, both infiltration and exfiltration. Next, what is infiltration, what is exfiltration? These are the points, merits and demerits we have discussed into this. Now, how to estimate infiltration quantity? Okay, how to estimate the quantity of infiltration entering into the pipelines, also very, very important. Okay, to study this infiltration, we are having 4 factors. Please remember, these are the 4 factors. See, observe here, in previously also, see, to determine the dry weather flow, 4 factors are there. What are those? Infiltration and exfiltration, number 1. And next, nature of industries. From the industries also, you are getting wastewater. Okay, that also you have to consider. See, next, number 3 is the population. The population varying or reducing, or that is increasing or decreasing, that is very, very important with respect to design period. Already in water supply engineering, we are having totally 9 methods of population forecasting. Population forecasting means future. That is a design period you have to design 20 years or 30 years for a sewage treatment plant, because the design period is fixed based on the life period of the the materials or structural systems we are going to use in the sewerage system. This is a population forecasting, which method is suitable for that one. Next, rate of water supply. So rate of water supply is mainly based on the population. Remember it, population is very, very important. In Bangalore city, the population has been reached almost 1 crore. more than 90 lakhs population is in Bangalore only. Okay, understood. And floating population daily it is coming inside, that is more than 1 crore. Now 2 to 2.5 crores of population is existing in Bangalore. You just imagine it, how much quantity of water required to use this one. Everyone using, no? How many lodges are there, hotels are there, how many areas are, number of wards in Bangalore? It is a more than 150 wards. The how they are going to maintain is a mini state government. So huge amount of money is generating in that area. So treatment plants are totally in Bangalore, 4 treatment plants, north, south, east, west, all the directions, because it has to go by gravity only. In one side there is no slope, in different directions slopes are there. That is why the area they are made into 4 quadrants, and by each quadrant will go to the particular type of sewage treatment plant. See, if you go on telling this, it's a very beautiful subject it is. Try to involve in this subject, because if you are becoming the waste management concern, how the wastewater is generating, how we are getting water. See, without water we cannot live on this earth. Remember it. First preference will be given to water only. See, water, that is air, water, food, these three are very essentials. Without air we cannot live on this earth. Only 5 minutes maximum period is 5 minutes to live on this earth is without air. Okay, without water, that is 5 days we can live without water. Without food, 5 weeks. See, like this our life duration, we are fixed ourselves the maximum period of living on this earth. Okay, these things are very important. I am going out of boundary little bit, because they are very much essential for your studies. That is why I am telling, no problem, I will cover the syllabus, no problem. How I am going to cover and all. See, the next class we are going to discuss, see, what are the factors to be discussed to estimate the infiltration quantity. What are the factors? See, again 4 factors are there, and again how to estimate these 4. See, if you know this one, very easy it is, nothing is there. Okay, how to estimate this one, so that we can able to find out all the parameters, and finally you can design the size of the sewers. Today we have discussed a lot. Okay, see, thank you very much for your patience listening for this. See, please try to please try to study before coming to the class. See, tomorrow I am going to continue. Anyhow, we are writing, see, all the what you call, that is topics in these notes. Okay, see, if you want, take out printout or write a note separately. See, keep on 100-page notebook which is unruled. I have shown in the 4th semester itself, in the last semester. So please keep unruled notes, so that you can write the figures systematically. Try to write straight lines. Okay, if lines are there, means it is not a big thing to write a straight line. Okay, writing notes on the line. Okay, right. I don't want to waste your much time on this. Please go through whenever you are free. Try to listen completely from starting to end. Okay, good evening. Thank you very much. Thank you.